who can win that all-important knife round on Inferno. Penta Sports, LionsEK here in the Season 7 CEVO Pro Placement Tournament as Launders drops some cans. Can only assume some sort of energy drink.
Yesterday's Red Bull.
Yesterday's Red Bull, yeah. There you go. All right, so fortunately no awesome flybys from the dedicated observer, Kevin S. Hopefully he'll be joining us later, but there it is. LionsEK will take that knife round, and again, you would expect them to just opt for the CT side.
Yeah. I mean, they really just dominated that knife round. Bet that means they're going to dominate this whole game.
If it's any indication, I guess, but I don't think it is. We'll see what they can do.
It's not like they have longer knives.
Although I know I was saying yesterday, obviously, Inferno's about the only map we've covered so far since the first round of group stages in both Europe and North America. So if you've literally watched all of the action so far, you're like, God, I hate Inferno so much. And some people just have that mindset already. But from what we've seen a little bit in the North American side of things, T's have been getting a lot of round. And even today with, I think it was Navi and Fnatic playing just a little bit ago, Navi took it 8-7, winning 8 rounds on T side against Fnatic with their full roster. So I don't know, maybe there's like a change in the air.
Did they win the map?
I don't know. I had to start this stream, so I didn't get to finish watching it all. But
oh, interesting. Because that would mean that Navi, I mean, if Fnatic won, they had gotten 8 themselves, but I also find it hard to believe that Navi won, so...
Well, I don't know. We're in the dark on that one, but we'll start things off on this pistol round, and we'll see what Penta Sports can do on the T side. If I was a betting man, I would think they'll do quite well, as they'll start off through the apartments, an area they seem to like on Inferno, at least on the pistol round.
Spitty messed up the smoke a little bit. What you want to do in the apartments here is have the smoke go down and be able to spot if they jump across, but they're not jumping across just yet anyway.
Alright, well, we've got next into the boiler room. Looks like NKJ and Dennis pushing down the long haul, or at least spotting it for now. The person they're going to run into is Spitty down here by the truck. And we've got another player over at Arch. That's going to be Enix. So we'll see what they can do. They played 3 heavy at B, really expecting a rush. And as we know, this is definitely going to backfire because now they're coming in to the A bomb site. NKJ with the entry there. Speedy, to follow it up. There was actually the first kill by Spitty, but he was not able to hold on, so now the rotations are going to come over. It's a 4-on-3 favoring Penta, and the bomb is down, so time is now ticking off the clock against the CTs. Dennis with a nice headshot here on truck side, and can be a hard angle. Oh, nice. Base, though, going to lock it down. 2 men up now, make it just 1. Base surviving, pushing up on the truck side, not able to get another, and it's a pretty smooth first round for Penta Sports.
Yeah, they got that apps control. They walked it really slow, and I think that's why, obviously, Lions didn't end up rotating anyone out of B, even though they stacked it, 3 early on. You would expect a team to maybe stack it early on and expect a rush if there's no rush, and then rotate 1 back. And they kind of did that late. And once Penta had jumped out of apps, they had 1 person in sight who kind of missed all his shots on the players jumping out, which can be a tough shot, but that put a lot of pressure on the player in pit. One of the 2 players left at A site to get multiple kills, and then splitting them up into 1v1s is what really cost them.
Oh, Skippy here with that P250. He's low, but he does get out of there with the kill. He's brought down next, and that was Penta working somewhat quickly up Banana. Oh, he jumps off the wagon. Dennis will see Stigwow through the top of the smoke and spray him down. He was at the CT cross, posted up. And again, rotating 1 off of A, so they pulled 3 over towards B. The terrorists are running in. They've got themselves up into the dumpster. Enix, though, looking to do some damage with that CZ. Not able to get... He gets 1, but quickly traded out by Dennis. And now NKJ fighting that last man. Wow, that was actually a quick 1-on-1 at the end, and NKJ wins it with 10 HP.
That was extremely close, yeah. So Penta got that pick. They decided, let's just take B. We got a pick right now. Maybe they don't have 5 here. And even if they do, we have better guns than them, so we'll just take it slow and just kind of deal with any places that they might be hiding. And it turns out they almost all did their jobs there, got an extra pick or 2, and made up for their lost men and almost won the round. I mean, that was within 10 health.
Yeah, it was a close one. He brought in a 2K on that round. Next. Or was it? No, was NKJ the last man?
Yeah.
I believe it was. Still rocking that Tech 9. Looks like that AK that he picked up, he dropped down to somebody else. So being a team player there as Speedy here with the shotgun, taking the Nova into the apartments. Meanwhile, Dennis and Nex open up the B site. So one player in B here, and we got one over in A. It's going to be a tough hold here for LionsEK, but Skippy himself does have an AK, so maybe he can at least do some more damage. As A is clear, bomb going to be going down. Skippy now on this long rotate over.
You can't really hide behind that pillar. Ooh.
You get one.
You can't hide behind that pillar or porch. People can see you. If someone walks up lane, they can completely see the side of your body, even if you're like, if you can't see them at all.
Yeah, and you're like so close to it, so even if they go around it just a little bit from a distance, they see you, and you can't see anything but, you know, some stone on the pillar.
Exactly. So for future reference, that's not a spot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can sort of use it as long as you got someone on the arch side spotting out the boiler, but
well, you
in a
can
case
use
where
it
it's a
if you peek.
1-on-4.
If you peek, sometimes you can use it.
Yeah.
So you might catch them off guard for a second, but if they walk up at all, they completely see your arm.
Yeah. All right, so now in the first rifle round, we get into round 4. Crystal is going to pick up that op. Speedy is still rocking the shotgun, but we will see a full array of M4s, some silenced, some unsilenced here for Lions. With the standard setup, 2 over at B, 1 in arch and 2 in A. And it looks like another attempt at an A take. Crystal gets dinked down to 10 HP, but he will hit that op shot onto Spitty on the porch side, so now only 2 players in A. And we see NX, thought he was relinquishing a bit of his arch control, but no, he'll pull back. See what he can do. He's very, very blind. He's got someone coming up right behind him. That's Dennis, also somewhat partially blind, so NX able to get that. Picks up the more powerful AK, trying to spam through to stop that bomb plant. But I do believe it's on the other side of that box. So bomb does go down. It's a very, very winnable 3-on-3 here for LionsEK. Crystal and NKJ with a total of 15 HP between the two of them. Although Crystal with that distance and with that op, still getting those kills. Skippy trying to move up truck side. He's going to get caught out from NKJ, and NKJ with 5 HP finds a kill. 2K for both him and Crystal, and now Nex on the board with the final one. And I would say a pretty close round for LionsEK, but they're not able to come out with a round win there.
Yeah, close, but they definitely should have won it. Like, there's that player in Apps, I think it was Spitty, who held on to his Nova and came out Apps and softened the guy up inside down to 21 HP for, you know, the cost of $1,200. So he's got tons of money on his account right now, and with that round, him buying is not a big deal, even though he died.
So we see an eco now from LionsEK. We've got Spitty with that deagle, trying to get a nice Juan Deeg on the first person to peek. And then even if Spitty goes down, then you're like, oh, Arch might be clear. So Enix is here now nestled inside of that nook with that CZ to hopefully trade out effectively. Maybe not even trade. Maybe they can steal things as Stigwow gets an opening P250 kill. And now all the A players, okay, all except for one, rotating quickly to B, seeing nothing else. And the smokes, the flashes are coming through from Penta. Oh, and they turn! Skippy was almost able to get 2 right there. Terrace do have control of the site, and NKJ with a nade kill, so he gets 2 on the entry, but Enix coming around, he'll run out of bullets in that CZ, so Dennis is able to spray him down. Now it's a 2-on-2, quickly into a 1-on-2. Spitty, the last man up with the deagle. I don't know if, oh, he's fired 2 bullets from it. See what he can do here. Gonna miss those shots. Try to get Dennis. Gonna get mollied out, so some of his time being wasted. Can't really afford to run through that without armor.
Push through it, no balls.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's the right play. You just really, you throw a molly so you can turn your back and watch something else, and then suddenly someone comes charging through the fire. Oh, it's a nice pop flash. These 1-Deegs, they are close, but they are not quite connecting.
I know, in another dimension, just slightly, like, pretty close to ours, he hit those.
In a parallel universe, he won that round with 2 1-Deegs.
Yep. But yeah, Penta, you know, coming away with a huge lead right now. And that's the thing, you lose a pistol, you lose a rifle, and it's 5 rounds on the board. As a terrorist, you know, with very little effort. So right now, Lions not only have to win a round, but they have to win a round keeping basically all of their players alive. And that's the only way they're going to do enough damage to Penta's economy, so that they'll have to save within 1, and, you know, do enough so that they won't have to save themselves if they lose the next round.
Oh my gosh, these nades actually didn't hurt that much. The M4 fire will. So they bring down NKJ, because they were getting a little aggressive into Banana. There was a lot of nades now, but Dennis is able to get one there through that smoke, and a bit of a corner. And I think I see a new strat emerging here. I think Speedy's just trying to bankroll this team with SMG and shotgun kills. He has a MAC-10
Oh my
on
God,
round
Mac
6. He gets 1 kill and then trades it out for a rifle.
It's actually ridiculous.
Those rotations are coming over from A, so I mean, with a minute on the clock, Penta is more than okay to just chill, force some rotations, or just go to A, and their rotations have already been forced. Not a single person there. We've got NX trying to rotate himself back over, but he's going to be too late. Bomb's going to be down before he gets there.
Yeah, that was a great rotation. Actually got completely outplayed.
I don't know. The CT's had a smoke down, so I don't know.
Well, yeah. So I mean, at least the psychology of it was Penta don't have respect for us right now. They bought a Mac 10. You know what I mean? They're willing to do anything, and it seems like they've been committing to sites that they started to commit to at the beginning in all of these 5 rounds. Right? They have never ran it back. Basically,
they're going to pull out the silver plays against us. Basically,
yeah. They're going to come through the smoke. You know, they think they can win anyway. So let's come stack B, and then they actually go A. So it's just good. Got in their heads.
Well, another round loss here for LionsEK, but they are not going to be forced off that B site. They will hold their guns for the next round because we look at, I mean, honestly, Skippy and Base's money isn't too bad either. But it'll be another full gun round for LionsEK here in round 7. So another shot.
I wonder if they want an op. You know, if they want an op, it's hard to tell because they've never been able to afford one. At this point, you know, they can't really get an op because they need to put a round on the board, and so that would mean saving. But I'd be curious to know if an op would be part of their intended strategy on Inferno CT.
Yeah, I guess maybe NX over here at mid. I'm not sure who the offer is for LionsEK, but
yeah, it would typically be the Arch player. I mean, on my team, I play Arch with a rifle, but that's a powerful spot if you had a good spawn.
All right, Dennis and shooting each other because, you know, why not? Over there in Boiler. So again, they're working A. They've got 2 about to come out Boiler. They've got control of top mid. It looks like Speedy is going to go for the long haul control. He'll see 1 close in sight. Wow, he actually even gets that kill. He's got to watch out for the 1 on the balcony. Speedy might catch him off guard. Spitty. I'm mixing those up pretty heavily, but some NX controlling his sight, not letting anyone get a part of it. He'll pull out the Silence USP, and he does quite a bit of damage. He gets a 3K there, and now it's a 1-on-2. Next, the only member up for Penta, so LionsEK with a real chance here, pulling out the P2K, and there it is. LionsEK finally on the board.
Yeah, they did it. It was a much better A setup, I think. We didn't really see them, or Penta that is, go A on a rifle. I guess the one time they did, Lions actually won a round, so that is a glimmer of hope in the sense that you're kind of 1 for 1 on at least half of the map. So as long as they're able to change it up at B or stop that B hold, they know that their A is pretty solid. I mean, they kept 2 players alive. It could have been more, but overall, it looked like they even lost a couple players that they shouldn't have. So if that doesn't happen again, I mean, A might be a solid side in general.
All right, so they lost 6 in a row. They finally got 1. They need to string a few together, otherwise they're going to be right back onto that eco, and it's going to be even easier for Penta to get a couple more rounds. So far, nothing being switched up too much. LionsEK, they've shown they've got aggressive in Banana a couple times, pushing down against Penta, but now just opting for quite defensive posture here in B.
Yeah, they've conceded a lot of map control. It's something you don't see. You know, if this is like VP or NIP, where, you know, this just would be unacceptable. And depending on how Nex are able to use it, or how Penta, excuse me, are able to use it, we might see that punish them.
Yeah, I mean, with Speedy being able to peek out these apartments 2 rounds in a row, it's been a bit of a problem because even though it's the last round LionsEK won, it was Speedy who opened things up, peeking out of apartments, killing the site player. It was just a nice individual effort for Enix to get that round for his team. And, well, even with all the space they have up there at the top of mid and into A, Penta will fall. Now they go into B with these entries. Going to get a nice pop flash. That's going to allow Base to bring down Nex. Finds a molly kill as well that he must have tossed over there into the site. Speedy, they're trying to get the bomb down. He'll fake plant. He'll kill Base. He spins around quickly, expecting them to push through the smoke, which they were doing. He'll get the bomb down, though, but it's going to be Lions. 2 on the board.
Yeah. I think they had so much information at A, I'm surprised they actually went B that round. If Nex, I think, was able to kill that guy inside, or Speedy was speaking out apps on Balk. It might have been Might have been next. But he threw that smoke down and he was able to... It was Speedy, yeah. He threw that smoke down and he was able to peek out kind of for free and take some pot shots and did some damage. And once they knew where he was, they kind of sent one player up boiler. And it seems like Penta are just like, you know, if they give us an entry, we'll take the site or something like that. And that's kind of been the tail of the tape. Now, when they try to send someone up boiler to finish that guy off in sight, and then the pick guy killed him in the crossfire, and then they just decided to book it to B. And it looks like B was able to hold pretty well there. Good defense of the molly and the spray through the smoke. Did a lot of damage.
All right. Penta going to take another heavy focus that they've done on most of the rounds. Like you said, the space they've been given, they're able to get up here. So Speedy once more, we'll see him in the apartments. This is where he won that battle against Stigwell a couple rounds ago. This time they'll be forced to back off. Even a rotation coming over from B already.
Yeah, and there's that information again. They know that they're at least one on site, and maybe if you saw two. And that's a huge tell for them.
There's that smoke, so he's got a little more options when he tries to peek out. He'll molly off the big pit, and now Crystal and everyone moving up the truck side. They'll find that opener. Annex in sight, though. He's done a lot of damage from this position before. He'll bring down two once more. Spitty also there, but next finds the double kill and has the bomb. So Base, that last man, rotating over for Lions, and it looks like their streak of 2 rounds could end here. It's never an easy retake 1-on-2 into the A site, but Base is going to go for it. Nice pop flash. I'll deal with one in sight, and that's going to give Dennis perfect opportunity to just land that easy shot.
Yeah, and that's a battle of a full execute versus the entries. And we had one player, I think it was Dennis, over at Archway, and he threw a bad smoke there. So the player rotating through Arch thought he kind of had a clear entrance into the site and just ran through Archway. But Dennis was standing on the crack of the smoke and ended up taking his head off for free. So that might have made the difference there. Kill those rotators. That's how you win the rounds.
All right, so it looks like we were right. Like you said, the Arch player is generally who is going to op on that CT side. And here it is, Enix. And I'll take it over towards the porch at the top of mid. So finally, he's able to get himself that scoped rifle. But unfortunately, it's mixed in with some of his team's CZ armor and 5.7 armor. And Nex and Speedy are already opening up banana. I should say peeling banana.
Huh.
There you go.
There you go. Not sure what happened there. We had our player with the CZ and B site pushed up by himself to sandbag.
Yeah, must have been it. Speedy, this guy apparently will not vacate the premises. He's always in those apartments. He finds one kill there, and now buying enough time. Actually even gets the kill himself with the Tech 9, but his team was right there to get the trade if things went wrong. And now the last man up, as the bomb goes down in A, it's Stigwell chilling in B still. Dennis is not going to be caught off guard. They're still hunting this guy. They don't want him to save anything. They know the economy is not good for the CTs. And if they kill him, their lives just get easier and easier.
Yeah, they both knew what was up there. He was taken way too easily. They got those early picks too easily, and one of the players was saving and was pushed up by himself to sandbag. But if you're going to be pushed up to sandbag, you know, CS 101, you have someone to support you, or you're trying to sell some kind of fake where you smoke off the site behind you, you play sandbag by yourself, and have them not expect you to be there. But if they try to push a banana, there's no smoke down, and you're by yourself at sandbag, it's not your teammate's fault that you're dead unless if that's what you talked about. You should always have some kind of crossfire. Yeah,
or at least if you're in sandbags and you got a flash, you have the whole pop flash thing, and then someone on the corner there to peek out. Can generally get the job done. And this time we'll actually see Skippy just by himself. I don't know, maybe trying to play far forward enough that there's time for the rotation, but honestly he's not far enough forward as Penta. They're a little discouraged, I guess, of just walking into B, but it was clear and still is mostly clear. There's only one guy over there, and that is Base with just a P2K. Meanwhile, Frags out there in mid. Speedy will get that double kill. B site is now taken. And we'll watch from Base as he's got to do the impossible here with the P2K, and Next brings him down just like that.
Yeah, so Lions actually managed to win 2 rounds in a row, and then have lost 3 now and are finally able to buy. So their money still got destroyed, even though they were able to win 2 in a row. Typically, just to salvage your economy after you lose a round, or after you win a round and then lose one, all you have to do is win one more, and they did that, but they were still pretty money screwed. So had to pull out the double save.
might be potentially more than just money screwed here, as it is 9-2 with Penta Sports on that T side, having a pretty strong half. Crystal just walking up with that op. Will get it before the smoke is going to bloom. And now they're going to charge right in there. Crystal, you know, pull out that other great weapon, the Tech 9, and get that second entry. And,
the primary.
Well, yeah, there you go, the primary. The secondary is the op, of course. And Lions will save.
Yeah, this is some pretty good timing. I mean, what more is there to say? Crystal killed them both with their nades out, even though the second guy he killed right after the first one got caught out with his nade. So, yeah, taking that op shot, I mean, sometimes you can just walk into B. Like, if you make a lot of noise going up banana on some rounds, and you... So if you know that your opponent is not going to play pushed up banana, then you can just walk up, and then they won't expect you to be there at all. Because you've been known to... Like, someone could have defused the bomb. That's how far all of them are away from it. That's insane.
That would have been...
I don't think any of them exited banana.
Pretty great. Yeah. They were only able to hunt down one. Still, a bit of damage done there. Probably one person without a gun on this round. Or will they just... No, they're not going to go ahead and save behind those two rifles. Base will buy up a FAMAS and drop it actually over to Skippy.
But yeah, that's what can happen. Your timings in your head can get really thrown off when you're distracted by the fact that you just lost 10 rounds on T side. And so you're not going to be aware of all these different plays that a team can pull on you, because it just seems like everything you're doing is not working, you know?
Yeah. All right. Not, no, I guess maybe still going back towards A. A lot of times we'll just see, you know, well, of course Speedy's there in those apartments. Just a little further back, Speedy's getting aggressive, maybe expecting somewhat of a creative eco, I don't know. I know they realized that 2 guns were saved, but people trying to get aggressive with 5.7s. Might not matter though, as Stigwow and Enix at the top of mid here will bring down 2, so 5 on 3. And even some guns for them to pick up if Base and Spitty can get themselves over here.
Yeah, Penta actually had their entry fragger doubled as the bomb carrier, so now they have the bomb at top mid as well. So this should be a round that they don't lose, which is nice for them.
Seems like a good role. Bomb carrier and entry fragger.
Mm-hmm. Does it all.
I suppose if you can get the job done, it'll work, but in cases like this, could be a tough round.
They're conceding it. Which I kind of like. I mean, it's 3v5, right? As long as you play the man advantage, it doesn't really matter who has the bomb.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that tunnel vision to just watch the bomb, and honestly it's like not in a good place for you to hold, like that can lose you the round. So I agree. I think it's a lot of times just smarter to back off and then hold the sights just like that. And they do it with a flawless victory right there, not even losing a member. Yeah,
because they're going to, Penta or whatever team are going to burn quite a bit of time assuming that you're watching the bomb from these certain off angles, and will spend an especially good amount of time trying to clear it, and they'll waste a lot of time of precious seconds on the clock assuming it's mid or late round, and that's all the advantages you really need.
Yeah, and of course if things go wrong, Penta, they get the 2 people that are watching the bomb, and then suddenly it's a 3-on-3, and then you lose and you feel really bad about it, but stuff like that can happen. So another round here, round 14, second to last in the half. Smoked out in banana. What a surprise here. So the terrorist gonna wait that out. No, don't even need to guess where Speedy is. He's in the apartments, looking for something here. Maybe trying to sell an A fake or just make some noise, keep someone at least pinned onto the A site.
See, Speedy has gone apartments by himself every round.
Yeah,
they could have doubled it up and got a kill for free, or at least traded 1 for 1, which is worst case.
Spitty, I think, was going for it last round with the 5.7. He pop flash down the stairs and saw Speedy way back in the T-side apartments, but not willing to do it again, I guess.
Oh, okay. Didn't see that.
Stigwow will find that opener at B as he shuts down Dennis. And Enix finally tired of that. He'll get Speedy out of his own apartment.
That's gotta be feel good.
Yeah, he's like, thank God.
This kid's here. I just wish I would kill him.
So that keeps everyone. I mean, LionsEK, they're not pushing off this A site, but if they did, they'd have Penta entirely pinching that banana and still might even just on one side. Stigwow is closing it down. He got 4 kills that round.
Yeah, big 4K. Ended up winning a spray battle through the smoke with Nix, who was jumping up on that haystack too, so that was good for him. Yeah, but it's like 10 rounds T-side. You really, you could win the game. You could get a pistol, do the exact same thing Penta did, win a pistol round to survive the ecos, win 1 rifle, and kind of be where Penta is. But then you're still at, you're still at 10 rounds. You're 10-10 with Penta on CT side. It's still a really, really tough road. So they've got more than a lot of work to do. Don't expect Penta to make some of the same mistakes that they did.
Penta making sure everyone has a Tech 9 at their side. And there's about 15 of them in spawn as well. I think they just kept buying Tech 9s until they were out of money.
Are they really?
Why not? Last round. And they'll find that, well, they traded out actually. So now a 4-on-4. Which I would say, I feel like that favors Terrace a little bit on a map like this.
Yeah.
Holding A sometimes with 2 people can be a little difficult. And maybe, oh, I was going to say maybe
Wow.
only
Oh, wow. Just
Dennis.
the repeat and gets it.
All right, he will get traded out, so now we move into a 3-on-3 scenario. So LionsEK, you know, with a good shot to make it 5-10 half, salvage a little bit of the awkwardness of the start. And, well, with those 2 kills, it's Crystal, the last man up here for Penta. Does have the bomb, so he can go wherever he wants. Maybe he tries to break through Arch and then sort of audible it off to B.
Yeah. He knows 2 are here. I don't know if he knows there's someone spotting. Oh, he didn't even
Does
see him.
now. I'll throw down the smoke to cover his backside. He's going to try to fight here in the Arch, which I think is the right play, but it does not work out. Base gets that kill, and Lions now with 5 rounds to the half. So 10-5, Penta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty solid for Penta. Obviously, they feel great about this half. They basically were able to just win every. Well, most of the times that they just wanted to enter the sites. I think some of the later rounds, maybe they were just a little bit more careless. Like we had a round where they dropped bomb top mid, maybe because they were overconfident. And I think for good reason. Penta just seemed really strong. I'm sure they're looking forward to CT side. They know they have a solid CT side on Inferno, and with like Crystal opping, it's going to be a tough road for LionsEK.
Yeah, gotta get through the pistol though. Still can sometimes be a bit difficult. And also, you know, winning the pistol and then getting the next 2, like that's kind of what needs to happen if you want to get an op up on Crystal.
Right.
And if that's the case, it's probably going to be a tough road for LionsEK. I mean, it's going to be tough regardless. They got to get, what, 11 rounds here on T side. Penta only got 10, to put it in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And KJ, hearing those footsteps, starts a bit of pre-fire. Now we'll drop that smoke. Dissuade these terrorists from storming out the apartments. Got even some decoys down over here. Actually, no, maybe that's just so much gunfire.
Actually, the Nex is down to 5 HP. Oh my goodness.
wow.
And KJ pushes apps and gets punished.
Good reflexes there by Skippy as well.
Yeah.
Surprised it's not Speedy playing apartments.
Get right.
Get silence USP'd, says Nex. He's traded out, though, as he gets glocked. And now base there, going to bring down Speedy as well. NX trying to move into the bomb site right now. It's 4-on-2 here for Lions, so the pistol is definitely going their way. Last man rotating over is Dennis. Going to try to do some damage, at least force him to buy up armor again.
Not bad. They made a lot of noise in apartments, pushed up apps, made their presence known, and still got the trade frags. More than trade frags, just straight up entries. They only lost 1 man, so it was a really great round from them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like NKJ being so aggressive in apartments kind of made that option available to them. Just because, you know, he pushes through his own smoke to try to get a surprise frag on someone in the hallways and just gets immediately blasted. And then suddenly, you know, LionsEK was charged up and ready to take the site.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether, that was a push through smoke, which is kind of can be thought of as careless. But I feel like the timing on that, like, he could have got away with it.
Yeah,
but
like they're turning around, like, oh, guess we're not going that way.
yeah, like he just probably wouldn't just stand in front of the smoke. Or maybe you have, like, a flash out or something. So it might have been a good time. But whoever that was just, had the nicest shot on him.
I want to say Skippy or
Skippy, I think it was
Spitty, but I'm not sure. I think all the players with all the eyes in their names have been sitting in apartments. It's the theme, I guess. But I think it's kind of funny that Speedy's a B player.
Is Speedy peeking this? Oh, no. X-ray is tricking me. Oh, there we go.
A little bit. Just trying to bait someone into Crystal. As Crystal's playing in that sandbags location. Although, I feel like more often than not, if someone's teasing me on that corner, there's no way I'm not checking sandbags.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Crystal, probably thinking the same, will leave, and he gets out of that position.
So I like Skippy walking up arch here. Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh. And that's why they call it a hot shot 5-7. Brings down 2, and now this round is looking a bit tougher for LionsEK. Surely they can still do it, but it was, of course, 5.7 P250s and armor, which we know pistols are pretty strong in CSGO. There's no Tech 9s with the 5.7 ain't bad either. NKJ pulls out a 4K
wow.
with that hot shot 5.7.
Huge 5.7 work. That's unreal. I think Stigwild just dropped a P90 for Galil without realizing that a P90 costs more than a Galil, so it's probably better.
Yeah, more bullets, more money.
More infinite ammo, first of all. Can jump, can run, and spray. Pretty good weapon.
It is expensive, though, and you don't get that extra bonus. Just the standard 300 for the kills, but...
No, you get for a P90 you get 150% or something.
Oh, do you?
450 a kill, I think. Yeah, they reduced it, but not to a rifle.
Shows what I know. All right, well, Penta clean up that round, and that's gonna put them on the eco round big time here for LionsEK.
Yeah, I think SMG is 600%, and then a P90 is like 450.
Well, SMG they're just $600, so like what is that? 200%, I guess.
Is it 200%? Okay.
Well, if our base is a rifle at 300.
Oh,
right?
That's what I got mixed up. Okay, so it's 450 a kill for P90s. P90s.
OP 90s, Pro 90s, many names for that gun. All right, another easy round here for Penta. They clean up that ego. They don't even let the terrorists get off of their own steps, and I think maybe one of Lions members was an alternate, but not for long.
Yeah, it's pretty demoralizing getting egoed that badly. I mean, it mostly had to do with NKJ, but at the same time, there were so many players alive that not even all of them had a chance to shine. So they really just it made it tough. Like they just were able to dominate them with pistols on that CT side. I don't know. Right now we got Skippy with an op, which might be nice for them. I don't know if he doesn't have any opticals to win himself, so he might get a free pick or two. We'll see. A great T-side opper is more than an asset. There's a lot of oppers that are just great on T-side, or CT side. But on T-side, you have to be creative. You have to be brave.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive there, as no one's even going to entertain Skippy, as they all cross behind in the ace site, and they've actually pushed it very aggressive into the apartment. So Crystal here at the corner. Stigwell will go ahead and throw that pre-fire in. There's also a person in dark room, as we can see, and one across the way. It looks like he's on the top of the boiler steps. Maybe he's in window room. Yeah, AKJ. Oh, he's ready for that boost.
You see the difference here in the setups? We have like pushed up banana and apps. Whereas when Lions were playing it, they were just in their sights.
Penta definitely making map control a priority on both sides. Maybe I would, honestly, you can say a little over-aggressive here on CT. But it hasn't worked out thus far. Next, really, oh wow, he'll get it into smokes. He really wanted it out of that dark room. He knew he was compromised.
Not losing a single player that round. So, yeah, the only issue with that setup, the three apps, even though they didn't need to push both banana and apps, they had 3 players in apps, so they wanted to definitely get the trade kills there. The only issue with that setup, or the one weak hole, is if Lions tried to walk arch to B while their player was still in boiler. Now, the only thing is they didn't know that there was the 3-app setup, but they could have done that.
More aggressive play here from Penta. Nades down middle, push down banana. Wonder where they are. They'll find one at the bottom of T stairs, but they know from this information that everyone is in alternate and in their own apartments. And it looks like Crystal might be the first responder to the scene here.
Yeah.
Oh. NX gonna see his boy go down, but wow, quick Tech 9 work. Speedy will fall. NKJ with the trade there. Looking for some more. He'll peek in the alternate, trying to spray down there. Skip, he gets him very low, down to 4 HP, but doesn't find the kill. Pulls out his trusty 5.7 from an earlier round and finishes the job.
Yeah, they are just stat padding right now, running around for kills. And look at that, NKJ on the top.
Yeah, I think he was even on the top yesterday when we had him covered.
Solid.
So he's definitely been doing well here in these online matches against, I don't know, I mean, not the best teams, but still teams that are definitely very good if they're in the pro placement tournament. And will Penta continue to be aggressive and just they're trying to keep us on schedule here and close this out in the quickest way possible on CT. Dennis, though, I don't know, not going to hit that off shot bunny hopping. Oh, God.
Oh man.
Speedy's been all over the place. He's had the Nova for a couple rounds. He had a Mac 10 on a full gun round after winning 5 in a row. Now he's got, oh god, the worst combo: Negev and a Tech 9 on CT. And they've got them pinched in banana. Only one person on the front though, so if Crystal doesn't hold, it can maybe get awkward. But of course, he'll spray one down through the smoke, and he'll get the second as he pushes through. So the front holds, and that's the game. 16-6 here. Penta Esports to take it.
Wow, that got so ugly. It almost seemed like Lions didn't even expect to win, which I guess is, it's fair. You might not expect to win some of your matches in the pro placement tournament. I'm sure a lot of these teams are running into competition they didn't expect to run into, but it was Penta looking solid as per usual.
All right, well, we're very, very nearly to that next game, which is Orbit versus Flipside Tactics. I'm actually pretty excited to see that. Flipside's been putting up some really good results recently.
Oh man, yesterday. Oh yeah, Flipside. I thought we were talking. Well, yesterday I think Orbit played Flipside, and Orbit. Schneider got an 8. Schneider got 2 aces that game, I think, and he got 1 ace in the OT, and then the round right after, Twist got an ace. This is crazy. Versus Flipside.
And yeah, well, Flipside, they were playing in the PGL, so they had that best of 3 against Fnatic, and it actually went all 3 maps. It was Flipside who dominated and beat Fnatic on Inferno.
That's right.
Which was pretty cool to watch. And then, playing, some of the best teams right there, Fnatic, Na'Vi. Flipside did not fare too well against their Ukrainian brothers. Na'Vi kind of walked over them. And also Flipside playing recently against Property. And then also yesterday we saw Orbit go up against Publiclear. So the Battle of the Swedes, and that was a big upset, right? It was 80% in favor of Orbit, and Publiclear took that. So that's something to look forward to. We've got that coming up next here on mlg.tv/playcevo. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and of course, make sure to sign up for Season 7. Registration is open until May 2nd, and you can sign up at CEVO.com. And I guess what else we got? We got to get everything out of here. We got the casters as well. I'm Helium. You can follow me on Twitter at HeliumBrella down there in orange, and Launders over there at CS Boxer, who you can also watch him play later. Let's talk about your team. You want to give him some shout-outs?
Shout out to my team, Boxer. We'll be playing in our second pro placement match. We won our first one a couple days ago against Make War Not Love, and I think that was our hardest team in the group. So we will be playing Phoenix Fire, who we beat once and lost us 16-14-2 in the playoffs. But I think we're a pretty good matchup for them, so we expect to win this as well.
There you go. All right, we'll be back in just a little bit with Flipside and Orbit, so stick around.